So welcome to the cult.
The fucking what? Bro, this guy runs a fucking cult?
20 years old. I'm a horny young man. I go to the club every weekend, sometimes 3 times a week. My aim is very simple, to lose my virginity.
Oh, hell nah, bro. Ain't no fucking way this is what this guy's cult is. Random ass dudes acting like they're on self-improvement while just going to the club trying to get with 4s. Alright, everyone, welcome back. Today I found the saddest alpha male cult ever. This guy right here is Hamza Ahmed. And most of you in my audience being into the gym and fitness as well as influencers would also probably know who that is. But for the few that don't, he's pretty much a self-proclaimed cult leader, which is actually fucking insane. And he also runs a self-improvement YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers and also a paid program on this website called School for $129 a month. Already that should raise some fucking eyebrows. For $129 a month, you better be teaching me how to fucking levitate. Now anyways, recently in this Adonis School, as he calls it, there's been this video that went semi-viral of this guy inside Adonis School who made this absolute abomination here. The title of this video is How I Lost My Virginity in 12 Hours Thanks to Adonis School. Jesus fucking Christ, this is gonna be a good one. Let's see how absolutely insane this gets.
Up until this point, nothing was working. I was literally destined for virginity until I stumbled upon one of Hamza's videos. I'd never actually really watched him before, but he popped up on my home screen. I watched his video, I saw his private community, and I took the plunge. And I joined Adonis School.
Or you could just, I don't know, get a fucking life. Like, bro, this is part of the reason why the rise of the internet has become so bad for some people. The internet can be a really good tool, and it's understandable that if you have certain issues, like let's say you're feeling sick, you obviously go to the internet first and research what's wrong with you. If you need to learn how to cook something, you know, you search for a recipe online. But bro, when you've got a problem like this where you can't lose your virginity, that's not a problem you go to the internet, let alone pay $129 a month for some random dude to try and fix for you. You look deep into your bathroom mirror and fix yourself on your own. Like bro, you're 20 years old. You don't need fucking Adonis School to teach you how to fours in the club.
You read the title correctly. I lost my virginity in 12 hours and it was all thanks to Adonis School. Now, I honestly thought I was destined to be a virgin for the rest of my life. I would cope and say, oh, I'd wait until marriage. I'd wait until the girls come up to me in the club. I'd always wait until something happened to me. But the problem is, that's not gonna happen.
Am I listening to a real human being or a fucking robot here? This seriously doesn't sound real, and he actually seems like he's brainwashed. I just need this to let be known right now. I've known of Hamza for years now, and I think some of what he says is actually really useful. But when you turn into a fucking degenerate loser like this motherfucker here, talking about how Adonis School made you lose your virginity in a club, that's when it makes me think you're starting to lose your mind, and this is no longer self-improvement. There's a fine line with this shit. Improve yourself, of course, but don't turn into a fucking super nerd like this guy paying $100 to be told make the first move and stop waiting around.
I took to Adonis School, the private community by Hamza that I've just spent my hard-earned cash on. The value I received from Adonis School is more valuable than the value of the cash I gave.
Yeah, you're absolutely being paid to say this shit. Come on, bro, drop the act. There is not a human on earth that actually talks like this. Honestly, if this guy's actually being paid a bag to make this video, then fair enough. I mean, you've completely embarrassed yourself, but money is money at the end of the day. However, I don't exactly think that that's the case here. This guy actually seems like he's being genuinely serious with all this, and that is really concerning.
So here's a quick story. I put a post on Adonis School, a shot in the wild. I thought at the time I might as well. There's nothing to lose. Well, I was wrong. I had my virginity to lose. Something had to happen, but no girl came to me. Instead, it was Hamza's brother and masculinity coach inside of Adonis School.
Oh my fucking god, this shit can't be real, bro. You're telling me that you went into Adonis School to send a message, a cry for help that you needed to lose your virginity, and a fucking masculinity coach came to your aid. Does this shit not sound crazy to you, bro? We ain't getting those flying cars anytime soon, bro. We've got 20-year-olds in civilized countries spending $130 a month to get coaching from a masculinity coach on how to get with 4s in the club. Like, can everyone just calm the f down, bro? This is absolute madness. How have we gotten to this point as a society?
Danish saw my post. He made a specific Loom video for me. In my post, I explained how I lost out on a relationship with a 10 out of 10 girl. Danish exposed my self-limiting beliefs, but more importantly, yes, he was the one. And it was all from having a brotherhood of masculine men that Adonis School, the community, provides. Having masculine men around you who are levels above you.
Yeah, this sure as hell sounds like a typical cult to me. This dude doesn't even look like he knows how to form his own thoughts at this point. He actually just looks and sounds like a product of Hamza. Like, bro, I know again there's probably a good chance that this guy was paid by Hamza to make this video, but this all just seems like the average Hamza Adonis School cult member right here. Someone who seriously just can't think for themselves and just puts their entire life in the hands of Hamza, which is probably the worst thing you can do. I don't know if these people actually realize this, but when you put your entire life, thoughts, and ideas and behaviors into the hands of one person who doesn't even know you fucking exist, by the way, you completely lose your identity and your sense of self. This whole self-improvement space seems all cool and fun and, you know, it's all positive, but when you end up losing your identity like this guy right here and you can't even think for yourself, where's the fucking improvement? You're the same sheep as these red pill people claim the woke mob are.
Anyway, that night I messaged my mate and we went out to the club. I practiced the tactics that are taught through the various courses in Adonis School. I held my frame and that night my life changed. I'd lost my virginity.
Congrats, buddy. Now, if I were you, I'd go to the doctor and check to see what various diseases you've given yourself. Do these people really think in Adonis School that this is the holy grail of life? Getting with fours in the club? Like, bro, I'm not saying never go clubbing and never have fun. Like, honestly, it's not as bad as people say it is. Having fun isn't the issue here. But when you make your entire identity trying to lose your virginity, that's when we gotta start asking some questions about why the fuck we're doing all this. Self-improvement is good and all, but bro, this guy seems like he's so lost in life and that he's just given his entire life and personality and identity over to Hamza. Again, if you feel like you need to spend $130 to have some random YouTuber give you the blueprint to life, you need to go to therapy and refresh your brain. Go the fuck outside is what I'm saying here. Now look, there's probably gonna be some controversy in this video. Some of you guys are probably gonna come into the comment section and be like, oh, Monk, Hamza is really good. Why are you saying he's a bad influence? And to that I say, back in 2021 and 2023, he was actually pretty good with the advice that he was giving. I mean, his advice back then was literally just to not watch his videos. He'd give advice to also say that you aren't going to make improvements in your life by just constantly watching self-improvement videos, and it's only going to make your life worse. However, ever since that point, you know, he's made Adonis School and he's focused his entire life on making money. He's pretty much just sold out whatever audience he had left, which is people like this, for money. I mean, bro, this is one of the recent clips that's been shared around, and this is some of the shit that Hamza is saying now.
There is two dynamics that you can have in a relationship. It's either the father-daughter dynamic, where you are the leader, she is submissive, or it's the son-mother dynamic, where she's the leader and you are submissive.
What?
Like, bro, what kind of bullshit is this? How the fuck is this even real, bro? The father-daughter dynamic? What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Hamza? That sounds like some shit Chris Tyson would say. And look, bro, ever since Hamza has started saying shit like this, it's fair to say that people have been losing respect for him. That, as well as the fact that he started to live stream and crashing out at people in his own chat, which is not a very masculine way to live, I wouldn't think. Also, another thing to mention about Hamza's character is that he's one of those guys, like in my weirdest gym coach video, where he's absolutely terrified of touching receipts and drinking tap water because of the estrogen and chemicals in it or whatever.
Pretty sure that most guys will keep their phone on their right pocket and their wallet on their left. If you're based and you know this stuff already, you'll probably think, no, I keep both in like some like EMG free bag or something, right? But for most guys, probably phone on the right side, wallet on the left, am I right? Wallet on the left side with 20 receipts in there which have got a hyper concentrated amount of BPA next to your balls, and the overwhelming majority of men who get varicoceles, it's on the left side, and no one's really been able to figure out why.
Like, bro, come on. I mean, again, I've said this before about this whole conspiracy of estrogens in tap water and receipts or whatever. I'm sure there's some research out there that supports what these guys are saying to an extent. But bro, I'm not gonna change my whole entire life around and get a tap water filter, you know, not put my phone in my pocket, not touch receipts just so I'm better off by like 0.1%. That's called living in paranoia. And I don't want to do that shit. I'm gonna continue living normally, bro. I'll play video games every now and again. I'll eat food if I feel like it. As long as you don't make those habits I just mentioned a daily thing where you're dependent on it, then there's really no problem with it. Anyways, I'm done with Hamza. Thank you to my channel members. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.